from our time, it's hard to believe that Louisville had 4 free public bathhouses. Now, I don't mean the bathhouses that you see at a campground or a public beach. I mean a freestanding city-owned building built on a busy street in the late 1890s and early 1900s so that poor Louisvillians could have a place to get cleaner. In that era, American cities were straining to keep up with extreme growth and change. Immigrants and displaced rural folk were packing into poor neighborhoods to work in industries that belched soot and smoke and left their employees dirty and smelly at the end of the day, while a growing middle class enjoyed the luxury of indoor plumbing, including showers and bathtubs. Many Louisvillians living in tenements or ramshackle neighborhoods only had a water tap in the kitchen or a spigot out back. Simply put, reformers believed that crime, disease, and despair among the great unwashed would plummet if they had access to better hygiene. So in 1902, the city of Louisville built the first free public bathhouse for whites only on the east side of Preston Street between Market and Jefferson. Now that's where, in the 1960s, urban renewal created a whole line of discount shoe stores. The Get Everybody a Bath crusade continued unabated with the construction in 1910 of 2 additional bathhouses, one for whites on North 18th Street near Rowan and one for blacks on 11th Street between Walnut, now Muhammad Ali, and Cedar, where today the Beecher Terrace apartments are being leveled and redeveloped as a mixed income community. Now, interestingly, in 1939, to accommodate the new Beecher Terrace, the 11th Street bathhouse was relocated a couple of blocks to the south and later demolished for what is now the City View Park apartments. Finally, in 1914, the penultimate city bathhouse was built on 7th Street just south of Hill, directly across the street from the massive American Standard Sanitary Manufacturing Company, which ironically made bathtubs along with other lavatory fixtures. All 4 of Louisville's free public bathhouses followed a predictable layout with 2 front doors, one for women on the right and men on the left. Each facility likely had several separate shower stalls with a smaller connected dressing space, at least 1 bathtub, toilets, lockers, and a small reception area where you signed the registration book and picked up a free bar of soap and a towel. In some cases, at least, a tiny apartment for the bathhouse superintendent was also provided. To prevent loitering, bathers were allowed to splash in the warm water for just 20 minutes, and at one point, there were so many men and boys wanting a Saturday evening shower that the entire facility was turned over to them. To them? Yeah, you're right. The women were locked out on Saturday night. As the 20th century progressed, the number of patrons at the free public bathhouses steadily declined due to the construction of modern public housing and the introduction of fully equipped bathrooms in older blue-collar neighborhoods. As a result, in a budget-cutting announcement, the city closed all 4 facilities in 1954. Now, this was also the season of federally initiated racial integration, and you can't help wonder if local officials chose to close rather than deal with a possible white backlash to opening the doors to all. Louisville has not entirely erased the presence of her free public bathhouses. 2 of the buildings survive. The last and most elegant of the bunch still stands on 7th Street, and after serving many uses, including as an office for the Plumbers Union, now houses a mosque, while the old bathhouse on North 18th Street is home to a church. Both buildings remind us of a time not so long ago when the city answered the call of thousands to provide a safe place to get a free shower or bath. Well, thanks for watching. I'm pedaling off now in search of the next installment of Hometown Louisville with Tom Owen.